Okay, so look for keywords, and on number 1, it says direct variation. And remember when you have a direct variation or separation proportion. So you have miles per gallon. So 208 miles over 4 gallons. And then the other, let's see if there's anything else that I know. I do not know anything else. So all I have to do is put that in and reduce it. So I'm going to say 208 divided by 4. And the answer is 52. So it's going to be 52x. Okay? And number 2, which of the following is a function? Which of the following relations is a function? Remember, to be a function, there's going to be no repeating, and I need to look at the x's. So no repeating x's. So look at the first numbers, -3, 4, -3. That does not work. So A is gone. The next one, you got 3, 4, -3. That one looks good. 3, 4, 3. That one will not work because of the 2 3's. And then on the last one, you got -3, 4, 4. And the 2 4's don't work. So the answer is B. On C, what is the rate? Remember, to find rate, you make a T-chart. My first order pair is 0, 3. My second order pair is 2, 0. So now you subtract. I'll swing and divide. So 2 minus 0 is 2. 0 minus 3 is -3. Swing it over. And so you've got -3 over 2, which is F. On number 4, you have a sequence. Now, anytime you have a sequence, you can plug in the equation 6 minus 3n. Now, it says function of n, but I have to use x when I go to my graph. So make sure that you go graph it, and I want the first 3 terms of that sequence. So remember, when you go to graph, control doc, go to 2 for graphs, and my equation was 6 minus 3x. So make sure you put 6 minus 3x in the equation. So 6 minus 3x, and then hit enter, and then go to your table. So after you do that, you're going to go to control T. And when you go to your table, control T, they want the first 3. So 1 goes with 3, 2 goes with 0, 3 goes with -3. Okay? So 1 goes with 3, 2 goes with 0, 3 goes with -3. That's what you've got. And so these are the answers I would look for: 3, 0, -3. So my answer is 3, 0, -3. Those are my first 3 terms. On number 5, what is the solution? Now, we solved this the long way in chapter 2, but I'm telling you, there's a little shortcut I'll let you take now. Anytime you have an equal sign and you have the variable x, you can go to menu 3.1 on a calculator page. And if you will put comma, and what variable is this? X. Then you can work it out. Okay? So on your calculator page, so do control doc, and you go to a calculator page. So you do menu 3.1, and so you're going to do 5 parentheses, and it's 2x minus 3. So 2x minus 3, and then you close the parentheses, equals, and then you've got 4x minus 3. So 4x minus 3. After that, you have to put comma and then the variable x, and then you hit enter, and your answer is 2. Now, you are more than welcome to work it out the long way, but remember, you've got to have the outside parentheses around all of that, so it has to look just like that. Number 6. On number 6, which function describes the relationship? So I want to know which function describes this relationship. So I have these ordered pairs. So I have a T-chart. This pair goes with 1 and 8. Okay? And so it's helpful to look at the ordered pairs first. That one goes with 2, 16. And this point is 3, 24. And then there's one more point that's given to me, and that is 4, 32. Now, I'm going to graph these equations. I'm going to see which one matches. So 2x plus 8. So control dot, go to 2. So 2x plus 8. Once you graph, you can look at the table, control T. Now, my first number was a 1. And see that first number right there, that 1 does not go with 8. So that does not match. So A is gone. 2x. So control dot, go to 2, and I'm going to put in 2x, enter, and hit Control T. So 1 goes with 2. That does not match. It should be an 8. X plus 8. So Control Dock, 2. And then you have X plus 8. Enter. And then you've got Control T. So I got 1, 9. That does not match. So I'm going to try 8X. Okay, so Control Dock. And then go to 2. Now some of you were able to figure that out even without the table, but it's always good to double check because you don't want to miss one like that. So 2 goes with 16, 3 goes with 24, and I know it's a match, so my answer is D. On number 7, anytime you want to find a rate of change, you set up your T-chart. I picked 2 points. I'm going to use 0, 4, and then I'm also going to use 3, 3. Now once I find my 2 points, you subtract. 3 minus 0 is 3. 3 minus 4 is -1. Swing, and you've got -1/3. Now, they may want a fraction, they may want a decimal. But if it's a fraction, you can leave it at that unless it's a griddable, okay? If you need a decimal, you hit Control Enter, and it will change it to a decimal, okay? Just so you can see that. Control Dock and go to 1. So you have -1 divided by 3. Look for that answer. If they don't have it, hit Control Enter, and there's your -0.3 repeating. So if you don't see the fraction, then change it to a decimal and see which one it is. Number 8, what set of ordered pairs contains only points that are in the graph y equals 10 minus 4x? And that should have been, sorry, that was not the same one, y equals 10 minus 4x. So what you need to do is graph. And once we graph, we're going to go look at the table. So 10 minus 4x, so Control Dock, go to 2, 10 minus 4x, and hit Enter. Now go to Control T. Now I need to look at these points. The first point is -3. So I'm going to look at -3 up here. So -3, goes with 22, okay? So -3, 22, that's a match. That doesn't have -3, 22 is a match. That one doesn't have. This does not match, okay? Now another number that I have is 4, so I'm going to go to 4. 4, so scroll down to 4. Okay, on 4 it goes with -6. So 4, this does not have a -6. 4, -6, 4, -6. This and 4, but that one's out. D is out already, and A is out. So we're down to B and C. So now I'm to a 3. Now when I go to 3, 3 goes with -2. So 3, -2, that's a match, and that one's a match. So C had all of them. B, this was not correct. Okay, so C was the best choice. What is the equation in the slope-intercept form of the line that passes through 7, 4, and -9, 6? So you have 2 points, and you want to know which equation goes through there. So just graph them. When you graph them, then go to your table, so Control T. So 3/4 x plus 3. So Control Dock, go to 2, and it was 3/4, not y, x, and then I believe it was plus 3. Enter. Now hit Control T, and there are 2 points that you wanted. You wanted 7, so go down to 7. 7 is 8.25. That does not match, so I don't have to stay there, okay? So 2/5 x minus 3. Now something else you can do, so I'm going to go to 2/5 x and then minus 3. You can also hit, because this is very specific, you can hit menu 5-1, and then I can type in the number 7, okay? So I have that. I'm going to do menu 5-1. Now when that comes up, I can hit the number 7 and hit Enter. And it goes with -0.2. That does not match. I want 7 to go with 4. Okay, so 5/8 x minus 3/8 x. So Control Dock, go to 2, 5/8 x minus 3/8. And so make sure that you go back and put a minus sign and hit Enter. Now I'm going to do the menu 5-1, and I'm going to hit 7 and then enter 7, 4. Now look, that's a match. Okay, so 7, 4 is a match. So now I'm going to plug in -9. So you're going to hit -9 and you're going to hit enter. Now I already have the dot up, so just hit -9 and then hit enter. -9, -6. It's a match. So C was my answer. It matched both of them. All right, the next one, number 10. So she charges $35 for a home call, and so that's plus 12 per hour. Remember, that's times H, so 12 times H. What is the slope? What is the y-intercept? Okay, so remember, slope is always the one that's by the x or the variable. So that is going to be 12. So my slope is 12. The y-intercept is the one that does not have a number. So variable. So it's 35. It's just the number. Okay? So slope is 12 and y-intercept is 35. I should probably put a colon instead of a dash because I don't want you to think that's a -12. 12 and 35. All right, and the last one, I need to find the range if the domain is -2. So you're going to graph this. So graph 5x minus 9. So control doc, go to 2, and you got 5x minus 9, hit enter. Now, the question says, I want to find the range, which is your y, when the x value is -2. So your x is -2, I want to know what y is. So you just go to Control T. You can either do Control T and go up to -2. Now, so -2 goes with -19. So my answer is -19. I can do it that way, and this is a bubble grid, so make sure you do your negative. Or after you graph, you can also do menu 5, 1, and then type in the number -2 and enter. Okay? I'm trying to make sure that y'all know how to do both of those. So Control T makes that go away. Menu 5, 1. So now hit -2 and enter. It gets you -19. So either way, -19 is your answer. And that is all you need for your review.